Hello everyone. First extract of this week's vlog is me in a car park. No proper intro, just a quick hello and let you know what I'm up to. It's Thursday. It is just before 1 o'clock and I am heading to see Lucienne and her academy cohort of 2024 to talk a little bit about marketing and just see how they're getting on. They're doing their marketing focus today, so we're going to go and see how they're getting on, have a little chat, and I will vlog a bit of it. I need to charge this because it's only got 7%, so not sure how much I'm going to be able to get initially, but we will capture some of it and say hello to the lovely ladies of the Lucienne Coaching Academy.
They're all talking about how much they love your vlog today.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I need to charge this as it's got 5%. I'm going to capture any of it.
Thanks for coming. That's really kind of you, isn't it? And sharing your expertise.
I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm just going to say hello.
Oh, they want to know everything.
Here they are. Look. Oh, look, they've taken over the joint. I thought you were going to pick me up then. Bloody hell.
Is this how you walk around now, just all the time?
I try not to. But Chloe was like, you've got a vlog tomorrow in the office.
100%.
This is what high performance looks like.
Professional women.
Professional women.
Hannah, you should be in there.
No. Come in. Okay. You're on the vlog. I'm out of breath. You'd think I'd ran back to the car, but I haven't. I walked at a brisk pace, but still, it was still a walk. Well, that was a bit brilliant. I saw Luce yesterday, and she was like, "Oh, we've got the academy in tomorrow, and we're going to be focusing quite a lot on marketing. If you're about, pop in. I'm sure they'd love to ask you a few questions. It'd be good to see you, etc., etc." And that's what we did, and it was so good. Like, the questions were so good, like, got me thinking about a couple of things, gave me a bit of a kick up the bum about some of the things that we're working on. So one of the things that we're focusing on this year is pulling in other channels that are proactive and that, you know, pull in new people. So we're working on our email marketing. That is something that we're going to be introducing more of. We've pulled new streams in, so we are going to be looking at putting some social media ads out there to grow the audience for our email marketing. Like, we are going to be doing more things, and I just think it's important that we remind each other that, like, none of us have got all of our shit together, and whilst we help other people do things, it doesn't mean that we have to stop working on that thing ourselves and that we've just, like, got it all sorted, because that's not the case. So yeah, that was my little nugget from that little session with Lucienne and co. I'm now back in my car being looked at strangely by two ladies who've just walked past my car, and they're like, what is she doing? Why is she talking to a thing? But yeah, back to the office now. I've got an email funnel to finish writing. I've got a content brief to finish writing for one of the team. Then I've got a call with a prospect client that I'm doing some meetings with at the moment to figure out a, like, commercial plan for what we're trying to do. And then the plan was to play golf, but the weather is not giving me golf vibes, so don't know, might go to the driving range instead. But yeah, back to the office we go. We did it. We're at the office. Let's go and see the team. Thumbnail. It's just Stuart and Georgia. I was trying to guess who was in. Is that Georgia? That's how I have to say your name now. Is that Georgia?
You always do it on hair wash day.
It's my hair wash day too. Look at us with our greasy hair. That's how we roll at the Brady Creative. You look fine. Hello everyone.
How was your golf lesson?
Oh, that wasn't no, that wasn't today. I've actually done work all day today. That looks so bad. Georgia going, how was your golf lesson?
Well, you said you were going to play golf, but
No. I had a meeting, and then I've been at Lucienne headquarters with her academy, answering questions about marketing. Now I've got to write an email funnel. What's George doing?
Data center social graphics.
Did you just say data center sexual graphics?
Social, Hannah.
Oh, she said sexual. This vlog's going to be horrendous. It's going to be so much of just my really zoomed in on my face, me going. And Paul and George are at Miracle Design and Play. Right, anyway, I'm going to stop talking to you and do some work. Bye. What a day. It's 6:15, and I didn't do very well vlogging anything after I got back to the office, really, once I got into my work, because I was into what I was doing. I got I made good progress on the email funnel. I got a good solid hour and a half done on that. And then I've not long come off a call with a potential, I wouldn't say it's a prospect client, because that's not really the nature of the conversation, but a prospect partner. And without saying too much, because I don't know what's going to come of it at the moment, I think I did mention it briefly in last week's vlog, but a connection of mine on LinkedIn, Robert, reached out about an opportunity with a business that he is a board member of. And I've just come off a call with the managing director of the agency that he's involved with, and you know when you get that feeling where you're like, is this opportunity too good to be true, or it's true and you've got to grab it with both hands, run with it, and do your absolute fucking best with it, because it could be a phenomenal opportunity for you and your business. I am sitting in the belief that it is this, but because the call I've had has left me feeling so like yeah, it's just this weird feeling. But the conversation I've just had was with a business owner who is in a completely different country to me, is miles away, miles and miles and miles away, but has the same value set as me and our business, has the same selling technique as me and this business, has the same drive and passion for what they do, and just very aligned. And we have been connected in such a random way. And as I think I said last week, this opportunity that I'm currently talking to you about would not be on my desk, would not be in my inbox, and would not be in front of me if it wasn't for my personal brand. And that is fact, because I met this man at a copywriting course 8 years ago. And if I had not continued to post on LinkedIn and develop my brand and share what I'm doing with people, he would never have heard of me again. He wouldn't know what I was doing. He wouldn't know that I own an agency. He wouldn't know the work that we do. And he wouldn't have any idea of what I'm like as a person, because he's met me once on a course 8 years ago, but feels he knows me well enough and the caliber of the work I do well enough and the caliber of who I am as a person well enough to recommend me to this business as a potential long-term partner. I mean, I've just hit my glasses, but come and tell me that personal brand doesn't work, people. Come and tell me that it doesn't work, because it does. You never know who's watching, and you never know what opportunities might come across your table, your door, whatever. Anyway, I've got to go and finish this email funnel now, and then I'm going to go home, possibly go for a run, possibly go to the gym, possibly do neither. I don't know. But bye, guys. Personal brands. That might be my marketing tip of the week, to be fair. Do not neglect or underestimate the power of a personal brand. Hi. I'm literally just picking the camera up for the first time today because I haven't vlogged, and at this moment in time the vlog is going to be about 10 minutes long this week, which you'll probably all be delighted about. But I'm in, I'd love to call it the podcast studio, but it's basically just the meeting room set up as the podcast room with the one and only Anna Considine. So yeah, we're just about to start, aren't we? And you're feeling...
I'm feeling a little bit nervous, but I know once we get into it, I'll be grand.
Yeah, you'll be absolutely fine. She's got her San Pellegrino. I've got my water. George, executive producer, is ready in the corner there with all his gear. We've got the gear out. I'm going to put you in the corner and just time lapse a little bit of what we're doing, or maybe I won't time lapse it. I don't know. And yeah, I'll see you afterwards. We'll check in with Anna and see how she found it afterwards. I promise you, it's going to be pain-free. I hope it's going to be pain-free.
Yeah.
It's fine. But yeah, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, hello everyone. It is now 5 to 6 on Friday. Myself and George are still at the office. George really should not be here right now. I tried to send him home, but he was like, no, hang on. We've had a slight glitch with the podcast. One of the cameras cut out probably about 2/3 of the way in.
Yeah, it was about 40-50 minutes in.
Yeah. So, which this sometimes happens. The cameras sometimes overheat. We stop, we let them cool down, change the battery. George does some professional stuff and on we go. But George has then done all of those things as we normally would and then gone to have a look at the files, and basically the file that holds half of the footage of the podcast is showing as a corrupt file. So George has put said corrupt file into a corrupt file fixer, and we're now waiting to see if it'll fix it. And it's probably taken a good,
Nearly an hour
to do it.
Well, this is just upload it.
We don't know, but I thought I'll show you what's going on, because I think it's really easy to look at content that goes out and go, and I'm not saying the podcast is by any means perfect, but there will be people who look at the podcast and think, oh, I'd like to generate content of that standard. Like, we look at podcasts and other people's content that's further on than ours, and we think, oh yeah, one day that'll be us. That's what we're aspiring to do. But this sort of shit happens. So if we can't recover the file, Anna lives in Edinburgh. So she's not like the easiest person to get back, but we do have all of the audio.
Yeah.
So there'll definitely be an audio.
All the video from you. We could just have you for the first 15 minutes. And it's just...
That would be no fun.
Yeah.
We'll see. It was such a good episode as well.
It was.
Even George said so. And for me, when George goes, yeah, that was a good episode. Anna's got such a great story. And Anna is she's a rarity in that she is quite comfortable doing things differently, at a different pace, at a healthy pace. And she don't give no shits if you don't like it, and she'll be really nice about it if you don't like it as well. So George has uploaded... Oh, it is?
Yeah, so it detects you're there. And it detects that it's a Sony camera. It's in 4K. So, fingers crossed.
If this recovers this file,
I'm happy.
you'll go home and you'll be able to enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I couldn't leave.
If not, I've said to George, it's not George's fault. There's nothing we can do. The camera overheated. The camera has overheated before and the files haven't been corrupted. We've been absolutely fine. So, these things happen. Yes, there'll be things we can do to avoid it, but it's a learning curve. Oh, yeah, that's someone checking the buzzer because I got locked in yesterday. Hello. Yeah, thank you. Cheers. Yeah, I got locked in yesterday. Almost got properly locked in. Tension.
I don't know how long this is going to take.
While George is watching his screen with tension and hope all at the same time, I'll give you a bit of an idea of what I'm doing. I've been trying to get done for the last 2 days. So we are in the process of adding email marketing into our regular content strategy. It's not something we've done today. It's something that we've always been like, yeah, we'll get to that when we've sort of really bedded the brand in and people know what we're about. And I think we're definitely at that point now. And it's also just a good opportunity for us to reach people in a different way, to give longer form content. So we give a lot of like bite-sized advice content away on our social media channels, but some people are looking for that more in-depth support and help and advice. So at the moment, I'm currently working on brand strategy email funnel. So we've got a number of pillars that we're targeting with this content. So I have written the start of a brand audit doc, and then I'm essentially just going through writing the different emails that people are going to get when they've downloaded the document. So I do. Oh, I heard
So, sorry.
progress. Oh,
There,
but
download the full video. Customer prepared.
oh, that's fine. Is it high? How high quality is it?
I don't know, because that's just a low preview. So if it would show me what it looks like, but it's showing me different timestamps, so it's clearly got it.
I mean,
Okay, but it says you may have better results with a reference video file if you are unsatisfied with your automatic fix.
so upload the one that's
Try
accurate.
other profile. You can current profile Sony the camera 4K.
Yeah,
So
you're confident.
well,
I mean, £40 is worth it, George. If it's
but I don't. Yeah,
£40 worth it, right? To recover.
$40.
Is there anything on the page that gives us an idea of what it will download at, other than the fact that, like you say, the
But it
profile?
says the profile is based off the Sony profile, which is on the camera. So I'm.
If you
So
were to,
surely,
is it worth uploading the reference? Like I'm going to be here for a while anyway.
who knows?
Right, so George's going to upload a minute video, then we're going to download the file. I mean, George can go home when I'm downloading the file because that's going to take ages now, or it might not. I don't know, but to be continued. I was just saying before, I use Gemini AI. This is taking a turn. What an interesting time for you all, maybe. Yeah, so I'm using Gemini AI to help me with the basically the skeleton of the emails. I don't really I don't take what it's given me. I start with what it's given me and then I add like our personality into it, although it is very quickly learning the tone of voice that I want. So I use it really to give me like ideas for phrases that I maybe wouldn't use naturally, or if I'm stuck for something to say on a particular subject, I use it to get me out of the creative block. So I definitely use it as an aid. And I'm also a big fan of what it can do when you're struggling for like an email title or an email subject line. Sometimes I struggle with that. So yeah, I've been using that to help me, and I'm not leaving the office until this one's done. I've got 2 more emails to write. So yeah, because I want to relax this weekend, and if I can get this done, then I can relax. This has been the big job of the week. And then I've got 2 more email funnels to write next week. Okay, so I'm currently sat at George's desk. I've sent him home because I didn't want him waiting here while we downloaded the file. We've paid £30 to download the file from the recovery website. He has used fix.video something. It's 7:20 now, so it has taken like an hour or so. But let's see if the file is working. I'm going to turn you around, bear with. Oh, she says. So let's have a look. Okay. Yay!
Not in a long term. Not when I'm winning. You see people, don't you, with like really nice stuff.
Now, for those of you who are looking at this thinking, Hannah, there's no colour in the video, it's looking quite weird. This is because it's shot in RAW, for those who don't know what that is. I don't even know how to explain what RAW is, but essentially it's a lesser coloured version of the video, because George will colour grade the video. He'll put a LUT on it, he'll put his own colour grade on it, he'll put the podcast colour grade on it, basically. I'm assuming he's now got a preset LUT that he uses. But yeah, it worked! Whoop, whoop, whoop! Where's, I'll show you Anna's. Give you a preview of Anna's clips. These aren't recovered, these were fine, but here she is. Look at her. Yay! Whoop, 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 whoop. Well done, George. Bless him, he didn't want to go. He wanted to like stay and make sure it was working, but I was like, George, it's fine. It's actually fine. Go home. That is an absolute win. So I'm going to drop that in the file for him. It's going to take a minute to upload. Not too long. I'll tell you what, this has been a real like learning curve with the podcast, because with the pod we wanted to do audio, video, long form, short form. So we have the podcasts have all been about an hour long in total, and then we have like lots of short clips that we use to promote the pod, to promote the episode, just to promote the general vibe of the podcast. And then we have pure audio, we have audio and video that we put on YouTube, we have Instagram, we're also promoting it on the Brady Creative LinkedIn. So there's just like lots going on, lots of different media forms, lots of moving parts. And George is also very involved because she's done the branding for the podcast. So she's really getting involved in like how the content looks, how the grid looks, how the overall brand is being put forward. So it's its own little sub-brand that we're having to launch, basically. So I'll probably do a bit more content about that and what it's like to do that. But for now, I'm going to pack up, go home, get myself some dinner, and try and get this email funnel finished at home. Yeah, video recovered. Success. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm filming on my phone because I've just rocked up to the Bratmills Woods. There's music over there, but I just had to listen to my phone thinking it might be this. I just went to film on the Osmo, and I've left the SIM card in my adapter in my bag. So iPhone 14 Pro it is, which actually will be really interesting to see how this footage integrates with the Osmo footage and whether you can even notice a difference. I'm out of breath, like, what's going on? But yeah, it's been a busy day. We've had a lot of people in and out of the office today, and it's been a lot of chatting, really good, like, high energy. But I just thought, yeah, get some fresh air before I go home and sort of plonk myself on the sofa and chill. I don't really want to like put my TV on tonight. I'd quite like to just read, or maybe do a bit of mixing and do something mindful. I can feel spits of rain. Yeah, I think it's actually about to start raining, but that's fine. And I don't really know how much more I'm going to vlog, so just in case that ends up basically not being very much, I'm going to sign off now. This may not be what you actually see, but it might be. And I just want to say, I hope you've all had a really good week. I've had one of the best weeks I've had in a long while, and the majority of that has come from like the people I've spent my time with and the people who I've been interacting with at work. And it just goes to show that, like, when you've got the right energy around you, your energy changes positively. And those people out there who say, oh, you know, you become the product of the people, the 5 people you spend the most time with, I can absolutely believe that. Absolutely. So the people I've spent the most time with this week have really boosted my energy and given me, yeah, just a new motivation. So, which I've needed. I've needed that for a few weeks. I'm just going to turn my camera around so that you can see. This is the view. So I'm just going to do a little loop. It is starting to rain. And yeah, just tunes on, decompress. I might actually start doing this as a more regular thing after work, because, I mean, look, it's just so nice. Don't know what you can see. Because the weather's getting nicer, the summer evenings are coming in, and why not just have like a 15-20 minute walk after your working day? I mean, it is 8:10, so don't recommend finishing all of your working days at 8:10, but it's just been like that for the last couple of days. So I'm gonna have a little walk in the drizzle, and yeah, I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.